Girls and guys and girls. Okay, so this is partially from a wake up kind of vision dream thing. I'll call it a vision, because it wasn't like all the way there, like as in a dream and long like that. It was just me falling asleep for probably about 15 to 20 minutes, and all I remember on waking up is him repeating these words back to me. Okay, and where's my book? My sleep book. So I read in my sleep book, fell asleep after my bath, woke up with the words, "You can be placed with those who are doing wrong too. Humble yourself, purify your heart, because you can be gathered up with the chaff and burned too," basically. Okay, so um there can be consequences for you not being humble. Okay, you, even though you are doing the right thing or have been placed in a position that seems higher than others, if you place yourself too highly, or you view yourself too highly, it can affect you as well. Okay, so whatever may be happening to other people who are not doing as good as you are can also happen to you. So you need to humble yourself. That's why I put humble up on the screen. I think I've got the wrong one here. Yeah, because I almost made a video. I had to stop that video because of stuff. So yeah, that was a little bit of a hiccup right there. The play sign was in the middle of the video screen. Forgive me for that. But anyway, yes, I went to the search and found the meaning for humble, and it's right here. So having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's importance. Okay, so selflessness. Okay, putting others before yourself, just humbling yourself in every situation, not exalting yourself, making yourself seem any higher. Of low social, administrative, or political rank, just put yourself in a place where you don't view yourself as being overly or too important, right? Over anybody else. Okay, so it was a short message, it was sweet and small. So I went to Bible, of course, right? And I said, right, so who in the Bible do I believe or do I feel had these kind of traits, right? And it took me to Samson. Okay, Samson was given high position. Okay, when Samson was born, he was dedicated to God. Okay, and no razor was to touch his head. Okay, go and read the story or go and watch the story, whatever you want to do. And he married a woman he should not have married. Okay, and can I remember her name? Was it Delilah? I can't remember her name 100%, but yes, go to the Bible. As I said, names in Bible and things like that sometimes go right over my head, and I have to go back and go and read them again. But yeah, it was just a perfect example, right, of where he was and how he got cocky with the position that he was in. Okay, he defeated lions and tigers and bears, whatever you want to call it, right? He did all of these works and he did it in God's name. Okay, but he did it because God had allowed him to have the strength that he had. Okay, and he lost that strength because he had his hair cut, right? His wife who was threatened because he had left a riddle for the people, right? She was threatened with her life, hers and her father's life. So she decided that she was going to try and get the riddle out of Samson, right? Samson didn't 100% trust her because he told her a few lies, but she tried to set it up once he had told her the things that he had told her. And then because of her constant nagging, right, the demons that she had on her to try and get this out of him, right, basically he gave in, right, and in the end ended up having his locks cut off, and initially him being tortured and blinded, right, by these people, right, the Philistines, is it, right? Go and read it for yourself, you'll see what I mean. And then he ended up having God leave him. Okay, like God had left him because, you know, obviously his strength had left him. God had left him because he had not been obedient. He had, you know, made others come in and ruin what God had placed in him, basically, right? And he asked on his death that he would help him. Okay, he called out to the Lord and said, help me. And he would die with the Philistines in that time. Okay, and he managed to kill a whole bunch more Philistines than he did when he was alive, basically. Okay, and that was initially what God's plan was. Okay, these people needed to be destroyed, and Samson was that instrument that God was to use. But it was a bittersweet thing, as you can see. Okay, so you don't wish for it to get to a stage where it's like a Samson thing. Okay, not to say that you're going to be blinded or any of that, but humble yourself. Okay, and know that yes, if you have been given certain strengths, certain abilities, right, that God has installed into you, to know to use them wisely. Okay, and don't allow for other people to come in and dictate how you're supposed to use them, or try to figure out who you are. Okay, like his wife did, because there are people who are more corrupt, okay, that will try to push you down when you feel like you're loved by them and that you love them, but they can initially not love you the same way. Okay, so yeah, that was just the first one, and I have another video to do as well. And with that one, yeah, he's saying a different thing, but this one here had to be sent out to you guys, because he just wants you to know it's time for you to be humble. Okay, it's understood that you have certain things and you are like awesome. Okay, it's not everything that you're not awesome, but with awesomeness comes a sense of humbleness. Okay, like you can know that you're great at something, but it doesn't mean that you have to go about it in a way that makes other people feel low, or go about it in a way that you feel like you're better than anyone, and them kind of things there. So he's just saying, just humble yourself. Okay, now is the time for you to be humble. Yes, he's doing all the works for you. Yes, he's in your life, performing miracles and things of that nature, but you need to humble yourself. Okay, yeah, so just a quick message. Ciao.